Hello everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You. Friends, today we have Jay Chandwani with us, and he has got selected in Capgemini as well as DXC Technology. So first of all, I wanted to congratulate him for his success in both of the top MNCs, Capgemini and DXC Technology, because it's a dream for many of us. So he is our student, and he has referred our video materials as well for his preparation. So once again, congratulations, Jay Chandwani. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so today he will be telling us like how did he prepare for the examination, what all rounds were there, and what all things kept motivated him, and how we are going to prepare. So all those things today we will be talking with him. Yeah, so Jay Chandwani, so you can just tell the students like when was your exam, what was the round, and which all things you focused more, and what was the delay in the because many people will have all these questions. So I wanted you to
Yes.
put a light on that.
Okay. Firstly, I will talk about Capgemini. Firstly, Capgemini was in our campus on a very first day on a
Okay.
closed campus drive.
Mhm.
Unluckily, I was unable to clear even the written round and was not in good mood. As we all know that the first company which we are unable to clear makes a big impact on us.
Yes, 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 that's
Furthermore,
true.
there were many more companies that we have gone through and were not getting selected. Even though naming Cognizant, Wipro, we had written clear the written round, but unable to clear technical
Also, you had
interview.
many failures
Yes,
before your success,
yes,
right? Yeah.
exactly.
So
So on-campus drive was not going positive for me so far. So it was starting month of Feb, and I was already having 11 to 12 rejection
oh my
from
God.
interviews. Yes, from interview, and this all were not my drawbacks. Like I got learning from each and every reject,
Correct,
each and
correct, correct.
every, like I got my sum of questions, like some questions, some learning from each and everywhere.
Okay.
So it was 19th of Feb when it was Capgemini coming for an off-campus drive in Indore, where
Okay.
I was unknown that how many people are going to appear in this
Mhm.
open campus drive.
Mhm.
So luckily, it was. Firstly, I let me introduce myself. I am from Acropolis, Indore,
Okay, okay.
and Acropolis is a good known college in Indore,
Okay,
and
okay.
I have completed my 4 year with electronics and communication. And being in electronics and switching to CS is a different thing, as we all
Correct,
know.
correct, correct.
And the post which was the post was software engineer,
Mhm.
associate professional software engineer,
Mhm.
and analyst in Capgemini.
Okay, okay, okay.
So first written examination was on 19th of Feb and was
Mhm.
not too difficult. It was
Mhm.
a normal, it was a medium level. Like you were getting same questions pretty much. There was no much difference.
Mhm.
If you appear for co-cubes exam,
Mhm.
you would you would be very much aware of aptitude questions. It
Mhm.
was not too tough,
Okay,
but the
okay.
coding was little bit a good knowledge of coding was required for clearing that written examination.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
just after clearing my written examination on 19th of Feb, I
Mhm.
got my interview
Mhm.
scheduled on the very next 2 days, like
Okay,
on
okay.
21st.
Okay, 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 okay.
Now the coincidence,
Mhm.
like on the day when I was going to appear for interview of Capgemini, I
Mhm.
got a let this mail from college that
Mhm.
DXC is going to organize a written examination on 21st.
Oh,
So it was a challenging task for me to even go for an interview and write a written examination on same day.
correct, correct, correct.
So yes, luckily interview was scheduled on my in my college only. So I
Mhm.
got a chance to appear for interview as well as on written examination.
Okay, okay. Same here.
Interviewer,
Mhm.
okay. Now coming to the questions that interviewer came through,
Mhm.
as they were serious about analyst and
Mhm.
they were not looking for any electronic background questions. The
Mhm.
question were purely based on computer science, data structure, and algorithms.
Okay. Can
The
you?
very first question,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. So that question's
elaborating
on.
that's all questions, yes.
Okay, okay.
The very first question came on my way was
Mhm.
difference between C++.
Okay, okay.
Okay, this boosts my confidence because this question is very much I have answered this question before for atmax and one more company, Wipro, but I
Okay.
was so I was aware about this question because this question has been uh, asked again and again by this uh,
Companies. Okay.
companies. Okay,
Mhm.
so it was okay. I answered it perfectly. Now
Mhm.
the next question was the answer which I gave for the first question. Like
Mhm.
I said, the main difference between C C++ was oops.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now they trigger their second question on the same following.
Mhm.
Following this, they triggered the third question depending on the second answer which I gave. So
Mhm.
this was going on and on and on like a conversation. It was quite friendly that I was lucky I got friendly
Interview.
interviewer.
Mhm.
So he was interested me on going deep in knowledge. Okay.
Mhm.
So it was not too deep, but it was ended on polymorphism, an
Mhm.
example of polymorphism. Now
Okay.
he came on the next question of projects,
Mhm.
like what I did in projects.
Okay.
Luckily, I made my project by myself,
Mhm.
and so even doing both hardware and software part made me easily answer all the questions.
Okay.
For
Okay.
info which could be useful, what project it was? It was futuristic mirror. You can
Mhm.
search it on YouTube. You will find all material about futuristic mirror.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
yes, it was something cool thing and could relate to some technology as well.
Okay.
So
Great. Great.
in that we have used specific SQL.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay. So next question was trigger on SQL, and I kept replying to all this question. Okay, this series helped me to clear my interview, and this after very 20 minutes, I got my result in hand. Like there were 30 students who answered all this interview. There were
Mhm.
three panels
Mhm.
going back to back. I
Mhm.
was on third or fourth in number, so I was scared, and it was good. It was well and good. I
Okay.
cleared the interview technical round, and next
Mhm.
round was HR.
Okay.
Now HR was curious, like you are being an EC student. Why would you like to go for CS? The very first question
That
they
is
triggered.
a.
Okay. I just said I am interested in, and everyone is there on interest. So
Yeah.
do you have any supporting example? Yes sir, yes ma'am. I have a supporting example. Before coming to this college, I have completed my C language. So it
Okay.
seems
Great.
pretty good.
Mhm.
Okay, so this supported me. Okay, now she was friendly and was looking for good number of students. So
Mhm.
luckily, I was I was in the very first number.
Mhm.
So they didn't ask me difficult question, but to make this conversation more good,
Mhm.
they asked me what external activities you like to do.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now I took this to a spiritual talk.
Okay.
I
Okay.
I bring out my spiritual talk in between. I just said there is a way from Indore to Ujjain and
Mm.
Mahakal Mandir, and I
Okay.
said those that we all friends drive to Ujjain and we have enjoyed last night just before the interview. She feel
Okay. Great.
wow, like you came here with free mind. Money. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It will
Great.
all good. And
Mhm.
just after 10 minutes of HR, I
Mhm.
run into DXC written examination
Oh my
because
God.
I was not sure what I was pretty sure that I could this interview has gone so well. As you have reached to HR, then you
Mm.
are almost clear 80% of interview.
Yes. Yes. Correct. Correct.
Okay, but why I left 20% of doubt, so I thought of making a backup. And
Mhm.
friendly speaking, I was not known about anything about DXC,
Okay.
not
Okay.
even what background it is, no idea. I
Okay.
just
Okay.
Google on the last night when I got a mail ki
Mhm.
what is this DXC about, and
Okay.
I
Okay.
was thinking like it would be a backup.
Okay. Okay. Great. Mhm.
Okay. Again, DXC round, you will find all this information. What are the question written for written examination? It was different in 2020 and for 2021. As I have researched all these topics, which is for written examination, there are few changes. Like there are pseudo codes.
Mhm.
In my time, there were three coding questions,
Mhm.
which were based on difficulty level. Each
Mhm.
was of 5, 10, 10 marks. Total
Okay.
25
Okay.
marks,
Okay.
and
Okay.
this was organized by a third vendor,
Mhm.
CoCubes or MCAT. I don't remember that,
Mhm.
but this was organized.
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
moving on moving on I was unaware about further challenges. There was
Mhm.
a challenge while answering this. There were some questions which were not even I have ever looked in. So these were
Okay.
completely based on MCAT. If anyone would like to learn, you can even see MCAT questions, because
Okay. For DXC technology,
those
right?
Yes, for DXC technology, there were MCAT questions which were quite new. You won't find it anywhere.
Okay, okay, okay,
So
okay.
these were time challenging,
Mhm.
and I would comparing Capgemini and DXC. DXC has a bit tougher question paper than this.
Okay, 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 okay.
Okay, now clearing this on 21st, I got this reply on 28th of Feb that
Mhm.
you have cleared the written examination. I was happy. Then my next interview was scheduled on 5th of March,
Okay, for
and
DXC.
on
Mhm.
yes, that was in IPS college, and
Mhm.
and looking at the numbers, there were 4,000 candidates who were selected for written examination. Again, this was again off campus challenge. Both
Okay.
are off campus challenge. I don't
Mhm.
know why I was unable to clear on campus but clearing off campus, but
See, but off
that's
campus will be only tough. On campus means out of 100 they will just pick 60, 70. The
yes,
probability will be
exactly.
very high. Yeah.
Yes, and frankly speaking, this all questions which I answered in Capgemini was previous question which I was unable to answer in other interviews. Some
Okay.
basic like I was confused between inheritance and polymorphism. And they
Mhm.
created a confusion in this OPS concepts in some interviews. So I was even confused. Being confused is some dangerous thing. You should speak with confidence whatever you know.
Correct,
Otherwise, if you
correct.
keep quiet now, there is
Yes.
like
They don't like
they
the
want
people with
confidence in you.
yeah, the
Yes.
less confidence people nobody likes.
Yes.
And see,
They
one
look
more
into your
thing.
confidence.
Yeah,
Yes.
and one more thing, like you went through this 10 or 11 jobs you tried. So that's what like I will tell each and every student. So you don't think you're a failure and you have got failed in that many examination. I only think so. I have learned a lot of things into that. So that learning will give you experience, and with that experience you'll get confidence, and with that confidence you'll be able to clear the examination. So
Yes.
so
Exactly.
whoever is the learner, so you should, if you are getting failed, see, many times we feel your own friend will get selected, and but you will not be able to select in that examination. After that we will think, okay, he got selected, we didn't, because God has kept something better for you, and you are going to get a better things than what your friends has got. So keep that confidence and learn from your previous mistakes, apply on that. So see, he was unable to get into on campus, but off campus with so many thousands of students he was able to clear. So that's very nice, Ajay. Okay,
Yes.
so your story is
See
also very interesting. Yeah.
now, yes, the interesting part was yet to come. I was
Okay.
not aware that I have cleared Capgemini.
Okay.
Okay, and
Okay.
this news was shared to me on 3rd of March. And by
Okay.
5th of March, I was appearing for an interview. Now you can see the smile on my face. This was the exact smile I was having. Like, okay, now I have something for backup, and I don't have fear of anything. Now
Okay.
this increases my confidence level, and again I was free-mindedly welcoming whatever was coming to me. I
Mm.
was okay. Whatever they will ask me, I know all the answers. Like just making myself prepared. All is well, like kind.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Now it was DXC technology in IPS.
Mm-hmm.
My like reaching there by 11 o'clock, and my interview was scheduled around 4 o'clock, but I am not the guy who could be in a queue.
Okay.
So breaking the queue, running to the office, I did this because I was in hurry,
Mm-hmm.
because IPS was somewhere long away from the location from those cities. So I wish I tried to jump out the line and reach to direct to the place where interview was scheduled. Now
Mm-hmm.
there were about four panels,
Mm-hmm.
and each panel was rotating the name, and you
Mm-hmm.
have to just write the name, just you have to reach that second location. And this, like, there were two buildings. First
Mm-hmm.
building was for all for arrangement, and
Mm-hmm.
we waited for 2.5 hours. And after that, I knowing that this interviews are scheduled on this place, I just have a look and entered the premises and write
Mm-hmm.
my name to one of the panel and sit there until my turns come.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
We all are curious, like all the four panels were like quite confusing. We were not even knowing what are their acceptance, or how many are being selected, how many are rejected, because they
Okay.
keep silent until and unless 60 students have cleared the interview. This was
Oh.
again the strategy they were playing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the now the thing that we were coming out, every student were asking what are the question they are asking.
Yeah. So that will
None
be
of them
always.
was same. None of them was same. I
Mm.
was getting like my heartbeat was going up and up and up and up. Okay,
Mhm.
No, we already have backup. Why to worry? And this thought, like,
Mhm.
okay, I will do it. And this thing, like, I have already backup. I will do it. Okay. Now reaching to till there,
Mhm.
the very first question the interview asks, "Are you a
Okay.
good coder?"
Mhm. Then what you told?
No, sir. Frankly
Okay.
speaking, no, sir.
Mhm.
So why do you think we will hire you?
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, I straightly replied. This was my first honest answer to an
Mhm.
interviewer.
Mhm.
Sir, being a good learner is more important for a fresher
Mhm.
than to be a good coder, because I will be open for each and every technology allotted to me. I
Mhm.
am open for time and location.
Mhm.
Furthermore, I have so many queries going inside me. I am curious about each and every technology, working model of each and everything.
Mhm.
This is reason why I have reached to multiple platform, organized multiple events. I
Mhm.
took my achievements to him, I presented my achievement to him, and this
Correct.
made him realize, like, okay, here's something good in him.
Mhm.
So he asked me, when is the last you did coding for?
Mhm.
Sir, last I did for my major project.
Mhm.
And by time it was my last sem, like
Mhm.
8th sem, and
Okay.
we
Okay.
didn't complete my project, but
Mhm.
still I have made some work by myself,
Mhm.
and I answered some questions which were related to my project.
Okay.
Further he asked me, okay, can you do a coding question for me? I mean, yes, sure, sir.
Mhm.
Question was not too tough. It
Mhm.
was based on some array,
Mhm. Okay.
and this question was available online. So I have practiced around 100 questions, which
Okay.
made me bit more confident, like this was related to this, and two questions were merged and this one, so I brought this on. Actually, I remembered those two questions and I merged that and gave that output. Say, they said you have a proper technique, but
Mhm.
there is something you are lacking in. Do you think
Mhm.
you did exactly right? I
Mhm.
took another 5 minutes. Could
Mhm.
you please excuse me for 5 minutes? He said yes. Okay.
Mhm.
And looking at his face,
Mhm.
I find there was no issue. Like, I was looking at both coding and question and surface.
Mhm.
Like, you can't get every indication from him, but still
Yes.
I
Yes.
tried.
Mhm.
Okay, no, yes sir, I'm confident it. You can check it on. No, okay, okay, you did it right, but you are not confident.
Mhm.
So this was again a question for me. Sir, your confidence was more than me, so this got me some tense in me. So
Mhm.
okay, okay. So the next question was more logical reasoning.
Mhm.
This was gold Suchman question,
Mhm.
where this logical question got me through this interview, and this
Okay.
question is
Okay.
most important among me. Like, I
Uh,
had never appeared this question and got the answer after second attempt.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Mhm.
uh, I can just read the question for you guys. I have
Mhm.
said it.
Okay.
Just a
Okay. Okay.
second.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Uh, it was Goldman
Mhm.
logic question.
No, it was stuck. Can you tell us again? It was stuck.
Uh, okay.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Four
Yes. Yes.
men crossing bridge.
Mhm. Mhm.
Four men crossing bridge with a
Mhm.
torch is.
Mhm.
This was the question. Four
Okay.
men crossing a bridge with a torch.
Okay.
Now, there are some numbers you have to look on. You can even write it, note it down to all my friends who are watching this.
Mhm.
Like, there are four men crossing a bridge.
Mhm.
First man crosses this bridge in 1 minute.
Mhm.
Second in 2 minutes. C in 5 minutes. D in 10 minutes. This
Mhm.
was the question. Now, it was a night time. You
Mhm.
had to cross the bridge with a torch.
Mhm. Mhm.
Then, how do you get all this across? No more than two travel at a time.
Okay.
So you have to tell the minimum time that all four can reach on this end point of the bridge.
Okay.
You can again, I could repeat this question. A crosses in 1 minute, B
Mhm.
crosses in 2 minutes,
Mhm.
C crosses in 5 minutes, D crosses in 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, at the same time, only two can reach at the end. You have to
Okay.
calculate the time
Mhm.
that all four can reach in minimum time.
Okay.
So you can pause the question, or you can search this. You will find this four
Mhm.
men crossing a bridge with a torch.
Okay.
So
Okay.
answer was 17. At first I answered it 15. He
Mhm.
asked me the logic. I explained him it. I was quite close. I just
Okay.
made a mistake that when we cross a bridge, we count the time, but when we return from the bridge, we didn't count the time. So it was the mistake I made. And again, he gave me 2 minutes, luckily.
Mhm.
And at the end, I answered it. The answer is 17. That it takes time to reach both sides
Okay, okay, okay,
and
okay.
done. Like, okay, it was well, and we'll inform you about the interview. Moving to HR,
Mhm.
HR questioned me the same. Are you a good coder?
Mhm.
Now HR are most serious person and they could take any decision on or
Mhm.
against you.
Okay, okay.
So I just answered him that I have answered the coding question to
Mhm.
the technical round person. So
Mhm.
he got the belief that yes, he may know, and that's why he had cleared the round.
Mhm.
This came to a plus point. And
Mhm.
second question, are you open for any location, any
Mhm.
position?
Mhm.
Yes. And
Okay.
here it ended.
Okay, okay. And when you got the
And
result? Um,
result, luckily, I got this result on 12th of March after
okay.
6 days.
Okay, okay, okay. Great,
And
great.
this result was communicated by this college only.
Mhm.
The main those letter of intent and letter of this was conveyed on March, and documents were submitted on May,
Mhm.
and joining of DXC was provided on 25th of June.
Okay, okay, okay. So during the
And
lockdown.
yes, this all happened during the period of lockdown.
Okay, so which one you are preferring now, like DXC or Capgemini? So which one you are going to select now?
Uh, as you all guys know, Capgemini is a brand company that we all prefer at
Mhm.
first point of view because the name and
Mhm.
salary. Let me first compare the salary. Capgemini was providing me a CTC of 3.8,
Mhm.
and Capgemini was providing 3.8, and DXC was providing me 3.6.
Okay.
Yeah, the difference is that you should go for Capgemini by
Mm.
looking to the numbers.
Mhm.
But the first company that provided me early joining was DXC.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right now, I didn't mail Capgemini that I rejected their offer or anything. Now they are providing training and all, but I
Mhm.
didn't reject it. So I also know what Capgemini is providing us, what is Capgemini going through.
Mhm.
I choose DXC.
Mhm.
Firstly, it provided me for early joining from
Mhm.
25th of June.
Mhm.
Like we RGPVNs, RGPV University, I,
Mhm.
I were used to answer this examination on this period of time. At
Mhm.
that moment, DXC provide us this joining.
Mhm.
Furthermore, DXC has many more benefits like it has provided me a laptop of
Mhm.
HP, which is high tech, I know.
Mhm. Okay.
And furthermore, there are insurance, 5 lakh of insurance, and
Mhm.
many more benefits.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Talking about Capgemini, no, firstly talking about DXC, why DXC? Now, comparing to the training provided by
Mhm.
DXC and Capgemini.
Mhm.
uh, by the time DXC provided me joining, there
Mhm.
was no training schedule, no mail about any joining or any training from Capgemini.
Mhm.
So I find DXC was providing me this much so earlier. I find this was a lucky time, a lucky thing for me to go. At this
Yeah. Yeah.
lockdown,
During
everyone
yes.
was
Yes. Yes. Yes.
looking for financial support. So
Correct. Correct.
DXC at that moment was like out of
Oh,
stroke thing.
okay. So yeah.
Luckily, early joining and all benefits, and even the training period and those final period is has no change in salary. They are providing me full salary, which
Mhm.
is in hand salary, which is written on offer letter. And now talking about the training difference in Capgemini. Capgemini sent me a mail on 5th of
No. No. Don't mention all
July.
those. Don't mention all
No,
those
okay, not
things.
talking about those.
It will go very much.
Capgemini was providing modules.
Mhm.
Capgemini was also working on cutting edge technology but providing modules,
Mhm.
whereas
Mhm.
DXC assigned us a 15-year experienced person
Mhm.
from a particular team, a third vendor.
Mhm.
They were so high level working on some projects. They
Mhm.
provide us multiple training on multiple technologies, namely MongoDB, clouds, AWS,
Yeah.
Python,
Yeah. That will
and
definitely
this
boost your confidence.
exactly.
Yeah. Learn.
So this was the training provided,
Mhm.
and I am happily working for DXC for last 3 months.
Oh,
That's all
great,
now.
great, great. Okay, so what you wanted to suggest a student, like how should they study and how should they tackle with the failures and how should they keep trying? So these things I wanted to hear from you. and how our channels are going to help them. So all those things. Yeah,
See, firstly, we are not going to look any failures as a failure. Every
correct.
failure is an achievement close to look dream job we want to work for. We need to look the plus points. We got the interview questions. We got to interact with some high technical knowledge person.
Hmm.
You guys can do one thing. You guys can watch videos like how interview rounds are carrying on.
Hmm.
They mostly go for emotional questions. Like they will confuse you somewhere. You need
Hmm.
not to be confused at that moment. And
Hmm.
for learning purpose, you can visit this education this channel, because they have multiple modules that will elaborate about the latest technology companies are working on. They will
Hmm.
give you brief about how this interview process is carried on and the
Hmm.
experience provided by them, like they invited me. And I'm luckily thankful for allowing me to sharing my personal experience, and wish
We are
you all
also.
get boost up and achievement achieve all these interviews.
Okay, so thanks Jayachadwani for coming here and guiding the students, and definitely our channel. You guys are helping a lot. So through you guys only we are just because see when I talk or when somebody talks, so they will take it, but they will not take it to a very much the real things. But when you guys come and talk, who has struggled and who has got a job, and the in and out of that particular company, like how the things happens, how the things works, so that will definitely impact them. So that is the reason of doing all those things. So we are really working very hard for each one of you, and many students they are actually sending me mail, sir, this is my experience, and please share it with the student, so they should also get benefited, because from the previous shared experience I cleared my interview. So definitely from my interview somebody should be able to clear, and all those phases, like what all happens. So when I was a student, I have also gone through all those things. So definitely this will help many people, and
Yes,
you will be
exactly.
definitely there to help you other guys. So they might ask
Yes,
you some questions in the comments, so that be ready for that. And
I
other
will be
student,
available for all the questions. Yes.
yeah, and the other students, so if you want to share your experience, please do share, so that it will impact, you'll basically you are going to help many people, and if they get a job, they will definitely remember that, okay, so this person or these videos or some questions came into my interview, like how he's saying in some other interview questions, interview videos, I got some questions. So similar way it is going to help you also. So thanks once again for coming to the platform and
Thank you so
helping me.
much. Thank you for inviting. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you.